Hello, Teaquilters. Today is Saturday, November 23rd, 2024. It is 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we're here for live 2-hour sew and chat. So we're still going to be working on embroidery labels, unfortunately, until I get them done. I don't have a whole lot of time to sew when I'm not in here. I am in the process of organizing various stages of the Teaquilts retreat. Organizing for my So Busy Quilt Guild retreat. Started working on that because we needed a head count. And, basic general stuff that a lot of computer desk work that don't seem to take a lot of time, but it does. And so that's some of the stuff that I'm working with. So I'm not really sewing a whole lot right now on my off time. So let me pull up this chat. There's a quilt show tomorrow that I plan to go to. So I, have a whole busy schedule. I'm also watching Jersey tomorrow, which means that she's going to the quilt show as well. So it's going to be interesting because I've taken her to one before, but it was about a year ago. She was smaller. So we'll see how this works out at her current age. We'll see how that works. So, yeah, let's do that. Let me cut this machine on, too. I'm talking about two. I don't even have this machine on. I need both of the machines on because I got to piece my little rail fence unit before I can embroider on them. So I think I'm out of those, but I got pieces. So I need to piece because I need at least one more. Got two in a frame. And then I also need to see, where did I leave off last? I did Deborah and Deborah, or Deborah. I don't know how she says her name. So yeah, I got that. I've done Darcy and Donette. I don't think I've done Denise and Ingrid, so we'll put that in. I don't think. No. So we'll just get that pulled up. So let's go ahead and see who's in the chat. Just read some of these comments real quick. Well, it's not going to be real quick, right? See, Sue, GSD is in here saying it's 214 days and counting until we get to experience the magic of Teaquilts Retreat 2025. So yay, yay, yay. As you all can see by my shirt, today was Scrap Quilting Club Day. So I was also taking care of, whenever I see some of the locals, they take care of quilt retreat stuff. They take care of Scrap Quilting Club. We're at the end of the year. We do like a potluck, so we had that today. And some people are not able to make it to the December meeting. In our previous years, we only met like on December. This will be our second year. So normally Thanksgiving month and November was the month that we would have a potluck, and then we wouldn't normally meet in December. So we are at the facility where they have space for us to meet. So long as they have space for us to meet, we'll just go ahead and meet. And because we're older, we're not like doing something every day per se, doing the week between Christmas and New Year. So yeah, we had that today. So just handling a lot of business stuff there today. So thank you, Sue, for the birthday shout out for the Teaquilts Retreat countdown. Goodness gracious. Thinking of countdown, I told you all that I had mistakenly bought 2 Missouri Star Countdown to Christmas boxes. I did end up selling the other box. I couldn't figure out how to make 25 things work when most of my groups are larger than that. So I just decided to avoid that whole scenario and just sell the box. So I sold the box, make my life a little easier. And it's because even if I got it, you know, when I give out stuff, I'm giving out like if it's a notion or a fabric per se, so I'm breaking it down that way. And it was just no way that that was going to help me anyway to get to where I needed to be. My groups are much larger than that. So I sold it. So I'm glad I sold it. I only was short like $15. What we agreed to do was she paid what I paid for it, and then I paid for half the shipping. She lived in Alaska, and so I paid half the shipping, which cost me $15. So, oh, Darcy is here. Hi, Darcy. She says, hi, Tea and Quilters. Give Tea a thumbs up. And if you're new here, subscribe and hit the bell to receive notifications when Tea is here. Also, check out her Facebook page, Teaquilts LLC. If you're requesting to join the Facebook page, make sure that you answer the 4 questions. Otherwise, you will be denied. I don't have time to go searching your Facebook page to see if you've got any public photos of anything that I feel makes your page a real page. And so I just don't have the manpower to do that anymore. So if you don't answer the questions, that it will be denied. You can request again. If I feel like it's a bogus account, it might be blocked. So please be careful. Go ahead and answer the questions and make sure that you get into the group. Patricia Priest is here saying her rent is paid. So thank you. For those that don't know what rent is paid means, she's already hit that thumbs up button. So if you haven't, go out and hit the thumbs up button and come right on back in. All right. Thank you. Maddie Barnum is here. Deborah Quilts. Dee Branson. Betsy is here. Cynthia is here. Linda Denton. Remo JS is here. Also reminding you all to show your thumbs up for love and support. Carissa Reninger is here. Vivian Calvi. Janice Miller. Leetta Bryan. We missed you today, Leetta. We had 4 people missing today. It was a nice group, and it was a lot of folk in there still, but we had 4 people missing. Let's see, you and Carol and Judy L. I'm not going to say her last name. And Sharon. Sharon D wasn't there. So those 4. So we kind of miss you guys. I always like the month of November because it's just a fun time to be in at Scrap Club. So let's see. Where did I leave off? Leetta. Pamela Abel was here. Hey, Pamela. Kevin's here. Saw him today. So I got my fix of Kevin. And I ain't paying you no attention. I'm not reading his stuff. Francis Jackson is here. He been on this one word all day. I'm not finna put up with him today. Melody Kiefer is here. And so Francie is here. Teresa Dawkins. Anita Scott says happy Thanksgiving to everyone as well. Minnie Dula. Deborah Holloway. Judy Hebert. Darcy says, I missed you guys on Wednesday. I got another kitten, so now I have a girl, Spirit, and a boy, Sparky. That's cute names. I like that. Sheila Willis is here. Bonita Nance. She's eating dinner and listening. So at least she's sitting down taking a break for a minute, because every time she get up on her, she just busy as a bee. Cute Lady Corpuro is here. Hoping everyone is having a great day. So that's really nice. Hi, Vicki Bush. And thank you for your thumbs up. Ken's World of Crafting is here. So hi, Ken. And Kim R. Got to see her today as well. Got to see Kevin, Kim, Jason. Leetta was missing. And Peggy, who sometimes come in here, she's in Scrap Club too. So got to see a lot of them today. Jennifer at Scrap Club. For those that go to retreat, know who Jennifer is. So yay. So Deborah's reminding y'all to hit that thumbs up button as well. Thank you. Hi, Mary F. Says hello to everyone watching this in the Kansas State game. Yeah, you got to represent, girl. Hi, Linda Williams. Linda's coming to retreat. That also reminds me that I have one spot available for retreat that might end up being a double room, if I'm not mistaken. I have to look at my list and see, because somebody was in a double and now they're going into a single. So I have 39 people. I'm trying to make 40 my max number. And I think I have one more space now for retreat for double room, if I'm not mistaken, but we can figure all the logistics out on that. And thank you, Linda. You know, sometimes people sign up for a retreat late, and especially being a new person that's never attended retreat, it just is comforting in knowing that somebody is diligently working to get their funds paid in a timely manner. So I really appreciate that from you, because you didn't have to do that, but she is getting it done. And we ran into some banking logistics, which I think is, you know, it's all interesting. It's all a learning experience, because you don't know these things until they happen. So that's cool too. Suzette Peterkin Denton is here. Hello, Suzette. Welcome, welcome. And did I miss Michelle the Quilter? Because what I think is, Michelle the Quilter is here. Because sometimes what happens is I don't get all the messages. Right now, I just got it on top messages, because when I put it on all the messages, this thing right here, it will not give me the chats. Okay, so we're not trying to have that happen at the top. So hi, Michelle the Quilter. I think I said that, but just making sure. Remorse given a public service announcement to stop lurking and subscribe. Oh my goodness. Hi, Ray. Welcome to the chat. I was talking about you today. I was telling about one of our childhood stories, because Kevin made me. Yeah. And I think that's it right now. I'm going to go out of this chat, and go back in and see if I can put on all comments now and see if it'll work. Let's see. Settings. And hopefully it won't kick me out later. Hi, Tracy Middlebrook. Welcome, welcome. My daughter told me to tell you hi. I don't know if I told you that in a previous chat or not. She didn't know that you followed me on YouTube and stuff like that on Facebook. So she was saying, tell Tracy hi. She is so nice. And she got to see Celeste today. Celeste showed up, a local line dancer. She showed up. She's quilting now. So we've been having a great lot of fun. Hey, Paula S. Girl. And Kevin talking to Ray, talking about Ray, my favorite Miss T childhood memory. And I don't even know if Ray even knows what that is. It's hilarious. But that's the one that stood out to me. Me and Ray were together a lot. I wasn't like a follower of him, like following him everywhere he go, because I did a lot of things. He did a lot of things. But we did a lot of stuff together too. He taught me all about how to jump houses, jump the roof from one house to the next, all the way down to the end, okay? Sometimes I wonder, did he even really love me? But I was a straight up tomboy. He taught me how to climb trees and everything else. So Ray and I, we were together a lot. So yeah. Let's before I even get to the embroidery machine, I already know I need at least one more of these units pieced. And then, oh my goodness, I took my press pad out of here. I took it to Scrap Club today. I came home, took a little quick nap because I was only working on 2 hours of sleep. I got to reset this Bernina back up for stitching. This is why I don't, I don't need this off. I need the foot. This is why I don't, I'll have machines set up to do different tasks, and that's all they do. Because then I don't have to go back and do this type of stuff, like resetting up for different things that I'm doing. And I got to change all the settings inside the computer as well. I got some linty fuzz on the foot. And then we want to get rid of this embroidery thread too. And we're going to be using this over here. So it may as well get into position. This pink thread's going over there too. Okay. Can't remember if I need anything else. I changed the foot, so let's go in here and start on the screen with what I have done. And I think that's it for just straight stitching. I got the plate I didn't have to change. So I think we're okay. Okay. Tracy says, give Jersey and give Steph and Jersey some hugs and kisses. Yes, I'll tell her. Bonita says, the house jumping stories are what I remember. Girl, it's one more. It's one more, girl. Kevin says, Bonita, next time Miss T, tell you about my favorite Miss T childhood story, laughing out loud. Yeah, because I don't think I told Bonita the other one. Once I tell her that one, she won't remember the one about jumping houses anymore. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I gotta put I forgot I took out the power. Gotta plug the foot in. I took it off for machine embroidery. I gotta cut it back up because I had slowed it down. Oh. How come I'm over here stitching and haven't threaded the machine? I just stitched right through that thread that I had cut. It's right here. Got this little dust rag over here. I want that by my thread. Sometimes I forget I move stuff when I'm off camera and don't put it back. All right. Just stop it, Bernina. Don't give me any error messages today. Miss Bernie. All right. Remo says, we used to do house jumping and playing ghosts in the graveyard until I fell in the open grave. Girl, don't you start. I hated graveyards as a child. My mom had one friend that lived across the street, and they like had business storefronts on the bottom, and then at the top they had apartments, and we used to go visit her. And yeah, I have never liked cemeteries as a child. But in all honesty, if your father passes away when you're 5 and you're in a cemetery, that's one of the earliest memories that I can remember. And so, of course, that's not going to be a favorite place for somebody. So, I'm not one of those people. I will go to a cemetery. I don't avoid it. But I'm also one of those people that don't go visiting graves and decorating graves and things like that. I will go visit every now and then. I'm not one that lives in the cemetery. I have a friend. I just admire how she's in here. I don't think she'll mind me sharing that. That's Deborah Quilt. She does all the grave decorating all year for her family members. So I think that's really sweet. It's just not something that I can get into doing. I have never liked it. But you never know what you're going to get out of a Remo comment. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to see if I can find something else in here to press on. So run one more of these through, because I'm going to have to get one off anyway. I got 2, so I'm making 2, but that's okay. I got to make them all eventually, right? So I need to sit down and just make my little rail fence block so I can get these embroidered up. And I might sew some when it gets to that final zigzag stitch on the outside. And this one. All right. Oh, I do have an ironing thing right here. Elaine Doucette's here. Say she's number 44, hitting the thumbs up. So if you haven't hit the thumbs up button, you other 24 viewers, go back out and hit the thumbs up button for me and come on back in. Mary says, that speaks well of your mom. Yeah. Raising you from 5 girls. She was 8 of us. I told her as we got older, but like at her 85th birthday party, we kind of did homage. And a lot of my siblings will not, they're just not going to be somebody that's going to get up and talk. Matter of fact, I feel like our family, people would say that they love you and all of that, but for the most part, we just weren't raised, because my mom didn't have time to get into our overall emotional, social skills per se, like explaining yourself, all of that. And also grew up from a culture where a child was a child. You spoke only when spoken to. That was how my grandmother raised, because she had 12 children. So you got to keep your sanity some kind of way. And so I think, my mom learned her parenting skill from her mom. It wasn't as harsh. And then also, I think I was too lenient because my child just never shut up. It was like, good Lord. Woo! So, But yeah, but my mom done the best she could with what she was working with, and if I was her, I probably would have taken them children to. We have Annie Malone Children's Home here. That's where I would have lined them up. 8 children. My youngest sister was born a few months before my father died. So, yeah, I really admire what she did with what she was working with. And we were having such a good life as kids, not even understanding fully that we were poor. We knew some things were different, but you kind of write it off as, oh, she forgot to pay for that or something like that. No, we had no idea. We're just children. My mom never complained. So just putting some little crease marks for my centers. Get that out the way. And now I can move this out. Okay. I'm going to have to figure out, I'm going to need to wind some bobbin thread. I really don't know. No bobbins in here. It's some bobbins in this drawer that I thought was for this machine, but I don't think they are. Let's see. I try to keep all like stuff together. It looks like that. See if it goes in here before I wind my thread. Let me put this one in again. I don't know. We'll wind the bobbin and see. We're only going to wind one until we know. I'll put it over there. Okay, so we need to wind the black bobbin before we get started. I don't know if Donette Branson is in here. Is she in here? Oh, I don't know what I'm doing now. I'm trying to wind I'm threading it. This is Bernina stuff for embroidery. Let's put that up. It actually goes in a whole different case, but for right now, at least it's with the Bernina stuff. This is my washi tape. Everything's over here on the bobbin dispenser I've got to take off. So these programs aren't pre-scripted. I forgot I had gonna need more bobbins eventually. Hi, Zandra Odom. She says, hi to everybody. Claudette Bettis is here saying hello to everyone. Carol Williams saying her rent's paid. Thank you, ma'am. And let's see. Bonita talking about I tricked the system and gave you 2 thumbs up today. Prayers to your dad, Remo. I wouldn't have been scared to death. We were told that children were to be seen and not heard. Right. It's a whole nother generation. All right, let's see. I got to wind a bobbin. We don't do that often because I use pre-wound bobbins on here until I need to you know, put them all. How come this bobbin don't feel like it goes on this thing though? See, that's the thing. Let's see. If the bobbin don't want to go here. I bought these as baby lock bobbins. But I feel like they're not. That's why I was only going to do one. Let me put the one on here that I got. See how that goes. I think I was just fortunate that it worked. Okay, so we'll slide that over there for a minute. I don't know if I got more stuff. This is FOF. Let's see. More pre-wounds and whites. I got lots of pre-wound bobbins in here for the different machines. But the loose ones should have been for baby lock. So they could have had something marked wrong at the store when I bought them. I don't feel like they go. But I haven't sold on a baby lock in so long. I don't even know where my bobbin cases are for it. Got brother. These sound like metal bobbins. No, they're plastic, but it's got Singer on these. Some loose bobbins. Well, one anyway. Probably a Singer. It doesn't have any number on it. I don't know what's up with that. It just went on there now. I don't feel like this is a baby lock bobbin. This is the Brother PQ 1500 SL. I wrote on that. This one I did not write on. I want to say it's the baby lock. But I don't know. So I'm gonna. I finally got this one to go on there. I don't know. This is wonderful entertainment, right? Highly impressive content. Let's try it. All I can do is try. If it don't work, then it goes to something else. So, gonna wrap this around a few times. Push it back. Well, push that forward. Okay, and then hit start. Put this in the cutter. All right, start. See if it does it. These are all the spool caps that go on this. How many spools is it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I have a 10 thread spool holder that's I put on my Baby Lock Elissimo. So then those are all the spool caps that go on them. I don't ever use all of that. All right. It sure didn't wind pretty either. It's fatter on the bottom than it is on top. But we'll check it out and see what we get. This is just one of those. Oh my God, it had the nerve. I'm just gonna let it, I'm gonna cut it because it had the nerve to put a loop down at the bottom. Okay, we just gonna have to deal with a thread break because I am not taking all this thread off. All right. Hoo-wee, always something for the cameras. Okay, we want to put just white thread in for right now. And I think I've thrown away all of my pre-wound bobbin, because I don't even think that it don't have a hole in it for it to grab. So I don't even think I could reuse one, because they don't make them to be reused. So I guess Donette hasn't come in here yet. I don't know what's in that. I got more black fabric there. This goes with a project. Don't want to lose. This is my backing. I'm trying to get my hoop out of here. This is for Bernina. Embroidery thread. That's embroidery thread. We don't want to stitch regular with that. All right, trying to get my hoop. All right, so now let's just go ahead and thread it with this black thread. I must have a Bernina black bobbin in here. Which is, let's go ahead and cut this. Yeah. Because it's embroidery thread too. Just put it in my Bernina container later and put it up later. This bobbin's almost empty. I want to reduce my tension. I got to remember where I set this where I don't have to change it every time, because I can set it so it won't come out the thread. It won't come out when it jumps to the next stitch, because that's what I'm having issues with over here. All right, I took a lot of rulers out of here. So I'm just gonna use my hoop centering and try to find center of my design. And I'm just marking it so I know where to put the center of my center where I press the folds in my fabric. And then I use my ruler and try to measure the other one. Line on center. And we just eyeball, get as close as we can to get back on the line, girl. So because I'm doing more than one at a time, I got to mark where centers are. Otherwise, I would be using my frame. So I just mark those lines on there so I know where to put stuff. All right, 2 of my little pre-cut cookies. And what I keep forgetting to do is to find basting spray. And I don't know why I moved it out of here. I was using it in here before, but I don't know what I did with it. Checking under my stabilizer I got sitting back here. See if it fell. But I don't see it. I remember using it on one of my projects. But I don't see the can right now. Trying to see if it's around the corner. I'd rather use the basting spray than tape, but I've been using tape. All right, guys, wait a minute. I don't even know if I can go. Ah! I told you to wait a minute. Woo-wee! You all look at the ceiling fan for a minute. Trying to get another can of basting spray. I know where it's stored. It's just right behind you guys. And I was not successful in getting that without hurting you guys. Somebody says, oops, earthquake. OMG. All right, we got the basting spray though. Oh my goodness. Hi, T. Roberts. Welcome, welcome. Put just a little dot in the middle. It's amazing that it doesn't take that much. Okay, because I got a box from you. I wanted to, is it okay to open that here? I don't know what that is. That's for D. Branson. Okay, so now this thing don't even want to work well. It's giving me glue dots everywhere. I'm still going to put some tape on them. Black is hard to see these little fold lines. Dorothy Battle was here. Reminding people to hit the thumbs up button. I don't know if that has enough glue on it. This one at the bottom. Oh. That one's not moving. That time it spit out stuff. It was spitting out water, I guess, because it sure didn't stick. I sent y'all through an earthquake for nothing. All right, even though it's stuck down, I like to put a little tension on the fabric. So that's what's next, is taping them down. All right. Everything is taped down. Back in we go. And press the go button. All right, let's see. Yeah, Vicky was saying too bad bobbins aren't standard one size fits all. Yeah, because I think that's kind of crazy. Like in the earlier sewing machines that they had so many different classes for bobbins, and then some were plastic and some were metal, so it's just kind of weird. Paula M is here saying happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Thankful for you all. Stay safe out there. It should stay this time because I decreased my thread tension so it's not pulling as hard. Whoa, what in the world? This thing just started stitching up in the air. Like, what in the heck? All right. Never seen that before. I guess one of my rows of stabilizer stood up. I'm going to move it to the other side. It was standing up like this. Goodness gracious, trying to give me a heart attack in here. You would think I never embroidered before. All the things that happen on the live. Woo-wee. I don't know how this bottom badge is going to stitch out with all of that shenanigans. Let's close this. I'm going to take it off, take those stitches out and start over because we don't want it. So what I'm going to do, needle up. I want to back up my stitches. It's easier to do. Oh shucks, it moved everything. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I don't even think I cut the thread. This is, you know, got to figure out how to work out problems. I didn't cut my bobbin thread, but it's not critical on this because it's just my pre-wound. So we're gonna cut this off and we're gonna pull it back up before that happened. Because nobody got time to be wasting my fabric, you know. But I'm gonna take this one out on the bottom because I felt like when it hit, it knocked it out of calibration. So restarting it, we'll put it back. I gotta take out all these little stitches. Might be easier from the back. Well, you know, I got 2 rows on here because I got a placement line. We shall see. Yep, it's coming up. The other stitch is right on top, so we'll have to get the rest from the front. This is about where it hit, so I can stop right there. If anything can happen on a live, it will. Maslow's law of high, right? If it can happen, it will. All right. So it'll recalibrate itself. Recall the previous memory. I'm gonna say nope. I'm going to go and pull it up again from scratch. I don't want anything to do with that last nightmare. I was doing Denise and Ingrid, so we're going to set it. And then I want to tell it to skip the first step. We've already done that. You just want to go to color number 2. And when we go to color number 2, I want to tell it to advance. We're still on color number 1. Okay. Plus 100. Trying to get it back to the beginning. Right there. You'll be good right there. Hi, June Hanson. She's saying happy Thanksgiving. T. Roberts says, loving that long sleeve tee. Thank you. Blackbird 22 says, hello, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy and stay safe. Welcome back. It's been a while since I've seen you on the channel. Thank you. Okay. Minnie says, so that's what your ceiling fan looks like, right? After an earthquake. Comedy of errors tonight from Mary. You got that right. Hey, Vanessa Brown. Makes life interesting. Severita James is here. That was Sue saying make life interesting. Blackbird says I'm always in the background. Well, thank you. Let me just break this thread and then it's going to start stitching the parts now. It's a little bit. It's always something. All right. The reason why I asked about that, because I got some box and I'm assuming that it's okay to open this. Yeah, she says, yeah, it's okay. Okay. Because I don't, it's heavy. I got my other scissors for paper somewhere else. I don't know why I don't just bring in a, wait a minute, let me see if I can use this thing. All right. She taping like me. All right. Okay. We got 2 Dollar Tree bags. So we'll take those out. Just trying to make sure nothing's on the bottom. And then I'm going to toss this over. There. All right. I see African fabric. Okay. Girl, I can't believe this. This was fast. All right, y'all. She has made some pillowcases here. I think we're upping our 40 count pillowcase count to a whole nother level, okay? Look at this. This is just one bag. I'm gonna show them to you. I can't believe she did all of this. So I want you to see some of the coloring. So that's why I'm opening them up so you can see the total pillowcase. This is a beautiful fabric here. I love this fabric. Y'all count with me. That's one. This one, I'm going to show African prints first, if I can. Because it looked like a whole lot of them were. I see an animal print in here. But the main print on these are in cars. And I just want you to see how she's matching up the different fabrics. Hold on. This one right here. On that side, it got a little bent up in the packaging. So we'll show it on this side. But look at that. White with black on this one. And then here's another African print look like. Right here. With the black and orange. Pretty. OMG. I'm like, this box is heavy. Woo-wee. So, I don't know what's in this bag. We'll just go ahead and show these. I saw the African fabric ones first. So, that's 3. Here we go for 4. I'm just going to open them halfway. 4. She knows exactly how many of them it is. Oh my God. This one's pretty too. Got all my bright colors on black. This is 5. You all are seeing them before me. Green and yellow. Go 6. So she's got something for everybody in here by the time she's gone through the different prints I've seen down here so far. This was fast, girl. I can't believe she got this many pillowcases this fast. This 7. Yeah, that's 7. Here's number 8. I was talking to Becky at Scrap Club today. She was saying, well, I'm going to have more than one because she said their pillowcases are like eating potato chips. You can't have just one. So, no, this stopped stitching in the middle. It didn't stop at the beginning. Close. I want to go -10 so we can start back up. I had to go out of chat, guys, because it wasn't showing me the messages. People saying beautiful fabrics. Woo, lots of pillowcases and so pretty. Yes, they are. It's like I would take any of these. Beautiful combination of colors, saying awesome DB. A lot of beautiful colors and very pretty and great job. So girl, makes my heart happy. Oh, wrong side, I'm looking at it. So I saw this one used as a regular print somewhere. So it's nice to see the colors coming back around. And the same thing down here. I saw this houndstooth in the middle. So she knows how to use up her, if you got a yard of fabric, but you need like 27 inches, so she's incorporating it back in. I like that. Now this one feels like some kind of canvas duck, thicker material, and it's made the camouflage. I don't know why I opened it all the way up, but it's nice. A sturdier fabric. So if they was really using one as a bag, this would be really good. I can't believe this. I done lost count. I'm sure she knows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 10, 11, 12. 13 is in this bag, so we can be done counting one by one. 13. I had no idea what was in this box. I say, oh, it sure is heavy. And my husband, he did the post office run today, so I didn't go. This is a baker's dozen of pillowcases right here. This one here, I've seen this print at the bottom put with something else, and on this one I noticed she only has the one fabric, which is nice too. And it's yeah, it's bigger, a little bit bigger than the other one. Oh, I say pillowcases and patterns, they come in all different sizes. When they all get separated out, nobody's gonna know their pillowcase has this or that. But isn't that pretty? And she done a great job with when I was talking about coordinating. We didn't want to just put fabrics that didn't like match per se, or just using anything. We want them to be nice when we give them to people, so it's something that goes together. Just some colors that go together. Mary says, what do you do with all of them? We're going to donate them to shelters. I had another lady at Gill was saying that one of the organizations that I use, she also uses them. What was the other place that she said she take pillowcases to? I have to think about it. Because the one place I'm using, it's called Almost Home. It's a home for teenage girls who have a baby and or is pregnant with a second baby. You can't have any more than that. And then what they do is they get them job training. Well, if you don't have your GED, I guess the first thing is they get your GED, and then they do job training. Then they eventually put them in housing, like they're living in a shelter when they start, and then after, say, up to 2-year period, they get everything situated. They put them in apartments. When they leave, we donate quilts. They give them quilts, and I thought it would be nice to add pillowcases to that. So that's what I'm doing with them. But there are other organizations that uses pillowcases, and I forget who she said, but she had some really good ones. She had 2 more that she donates to. Benita says, did a piece of white paper fly to the floor? I don't see it. Donette, did you have something in here? Oh, yes, it fell right here. It had my P.O. box on the inside in case the outside label got lost. So thank you, Benita, for being observant. Woo-wee. All right, so that's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, y'all. 25 pillowcases, and my goal was 40. I try to do whatever number of people come to retreat because everybody doesn't do it. I'm gonna have to up the ante on this one, right? Oh my goodness. 25 pillowcases, guys. So let's look at the rest of them so you can see the fabric combinations. Right here. So we had 13 in one, 12 in the other. I guess I better give me a container. A regular size block is not gonna work. Ooh, that's pretty. I love letters. And it's got chemistry, gravity, energy, minerals, science. I love stuff with letters. Uh-oh, we got the shoes over here. I can't believe she got this done that quick. And I almost getting finished, almost in time for my thread to change too. Oh my goodness. And I like how the majority of hers, it doesn't really have a, like it's not for a male or a female. Just a few scream female, but not a lot. I have a hard time making stuff for men because I like everything brights and pretties. But it was so funny because one of my fellow quilter friends, her husband, he liked pink and bright colors and stuff. So it just depends on who you are. Pretty. These are pool balls. No, they're bingo balls. I'm sorry. Bingo numbers. I don't know why I said pool. I do like to play pool. Another one with that African fabric on the top, man. I really like those prints. I like the fabrics. I haven't seen those. And I might end up having some in my closet from when I was first collecting that I've never pulled out. Ooh, we got a plaid one. Or you Scottish or Irish. Very pretty. It could be Christmassy too. Got this one here. Very pretty. Okay, trying to get the top so you can see it. Right here. Very pretty. I like those two. And then this one has the reverse, if I'm not mistaken. So the reverse of the other one. My stack's getting too high. You can't see the last ones. Oh my goodness. All right, so what's our new goal for pillowcases? Y'all tell me what's the goal. And then I'll start doing a countdown for the pillowcases. And we have one already too from Francis, if I'm not mistaken. Francis Jackson sent in one. See, this is why I don't play with y'all Teaquilters anymore. I asked for quilt blocks to do quilts, string and crumb blocks for quilts to give to a shelter that was starting up. And I can't remember off the top of my head how many blocks you all sent me, but I used 48 blocks in each quilt. And I made over 11 to 13 quilts, okay? I even had people that donated full quilt tops. Y'all crazy. So I don't play with y'all anymore. Okay, so they say we should do 100. Okay. Remo's, Sue GSD saying 200, girl. Sue said we should do 200. Remo said 120. Kim R saying 100. A lot of y'all are saying 100. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to change the goal for pillowcases up to 200. We're going to see in June where we are with that. No, I said 200, didn't I? Woo! Okay, I said 200. I meant to say 100 because that's what the math said, but I said 200. Okay. So guess what? We're going to put the goal at 200 pillowcases. Oh my God. Y'all crazy. And 200 is what it's going to be. And we're going to see how many pillowcases can we raise. We're definitely going to be able to do a lot of different shelters. And I'm going to have to go back to Becky and get the name of that organizations that she was talking about because they sounded really good, but just for the life of me I can't remember, but I knew what she was talking about when she told me, but I forgot. I can't remember, but I'm gonna go back to her and I'll get that information because I think it's gonna be cool. But 200 pillowcases is the goal, guys. Now I feel like I'll probably get 40 out of retreat, even though some people are not going to participate. I know a lot of people are going to make more than one. I'm going to make more than one when I sit down and cut, because even if you start out with 3 yards of fabric, you can make one cut for each part and come out with pillowcases just about, or at least use 2 pieces in a pillowcase. So definitely can get more than one pillowcase out of even just 3 yards of fabric. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Oh my God, I don't know why I said 200. Only one person said. That was Sue saying 200. Sue, you getting me in trouble. But that is really nice of you, Donette. I really, really appreciate that. Well, you made us up the ante over here. 200 pillowcases. And I announced it to my scrap club today. And I told them that for every pillowcase that they make, they'll get 2 entries into, if we have project drawings. So if you do a project drawing, you normally get entered into a drawing that I have for the bigger gifts, like there'll be charm packs or layer cakes, fat quarter bundles, things like that. So they're bigger price points. And I told them they'll get 2 entries for a pillowcase if they make it and donate it. So they'll get 2, one for making it, one for donating. So they have their goal. So we'll probably get some from them. I didn't count the number of people that were there today, but I'm just going to say we have a little over 20 people that come to Scrap Club on a regular basis. So I feel like it'll be, I'll have something from that group. So, oh my Lord, Sue talking about go big or go home. She trying to give me a heart attack. Silverita says Ryan's Case for Smiles is another one. All I have in here is just my little bitty notepad. Just to write down. I try to do like local stuff that I can go and locally drop off. Like local organizations, but I'll put it down here just in case. I'm going to put almost home. And then I'll write down Silver Readers, because I'll look for that just in case. We're just doing your standard pillowcase because most people that get this, they're just going to have standard pillows. So just Google hot dog or burrito style pillowcases and it will come up. And I'm just going to say down here, pillowcase donations. Two. And then I'll put all the people, different organizations that you all list. And Deborah says, T, do we send the pillowcases to you or bring them to retreat? You can bring yours. If you're attending the retreat, just bring it to retreat. These, Donette, I think with this, I guess if she's flying in, I guess, because she's attending retreat. So I was surprised to see this from her. I didn't know what was in her box. But if you are normally coming to retreat, if you're not making this many, then go ahead and bring it to retreat with you. And then, because I want to have do a photo with them at retreat, and so it prevents me from having to take them all to retreat. But for people that are not coming to retreat, yes, please use my P.O. box information. Is down in the bottom of in the description box of my videos. So that's where the P.O. address is, as long as you're sending it via United States Postal Service. You can't use UPS or FedEx for that. Wow, what a surprise. All right, my thread broke again. Okay. Don't know what's up with that. I think it got mad because I used a Bernina or something. I don't know. And then it threaded and it's so short. I don't know what was up with that. All right, we want to close this and go back 10 stitches. Sound like it broke again, but it's going. Okay. Let's see. Sharon Lewis says, the pillowcase fabric combinations were pretty. Yes, every last one of them was pretty. It's like, I would be happy to have either of those pillowcases. Do we send, I read that one. See, Joy Creations is here. Hi, welcome to the chat. Did you get my check for Zoom class? Yes, it was in there too, but I haven't. I've been at Scrap Club and I haven't even opened anything. But I did get some envelopes as well today. Minnie says, I have a lot of fabric from my friend who retired and closed her shop if anyone needs some. That's really sweet of you. Good night, Vivian. She's going to bed. All right, so let's change out the black thread for pink to do the names. I keep forgetting I don't have my trash can set up over here. So we're doing Denise and Ingrid today. On the names. Yeah, so woo-wee. Y'all gonna give me a heart attack over here. Talking about 200 pillowcases. So, I don't even know. I can only do one more. I gotta cut more pink fabric. But at least I can get the next couple set up to be stitched. Oh, I leaned on this thing somewhere. I hate this plastic Bernina thing. I wish they would have just kept the clear plastic one. So I'll at least have the next two ready to go. I think I have two more on there that are ready to stitch out because I have to like get the names on them individually. So I don't have them all ready yet. And I'm constantly, well, I'm having people adding on, you know, as we go. So. What time is it? 9:21. Time flies when you're having fun. So I need to cut more pink, and I don't have that fabric in here. So we're just gonna cut this, and then we'll cut this off. I got 3 more ready. So they need to be pressed. But I need to go cut more pink fabric. May Chu says, hey Miss T and everyone, I have a question. If I want a featherweight that needs restoration, who would you recommend? Love your channel as you are so knowledgeable. There are featherweight experts on YouTube, and they go around teaching as well. If you don't have anyone local, I find, because the featherweight machines were your basic machine, non-computerized, that if you have a shop that has people that have been fixing machines for many years, like has an elderly owner, that's a more of established shop, or if they've got a featherweight club, I would try to look locally, because then you'll have your own person locally if you have any issues with it. But we have so many around here to choose from when it comes to featherweight, because I mean they're basic, nothing changed from one model to the next. So that's what I would recommend doing. Now there are some people that if you don't have anybody local that can do it, that you can send them the machine, but you're going to be paying a lot in shipping and things like that for it. So just be careful with that part of it. And Remo says Nova Montgomery. She said she does Nova Montgomery. It's a good one. And Judy is even asking, where are you located? Like, Sue here likes tinkering with them. Sue GSD, she likes tinkering with them. She's not a sewing machine expert, but she will, like, she gets Kevin in my machines, and she'll oil them and things like that, because I think that takes, it's so many oil points on the featherweight. And so I appreciate when she's able to do that, you know. And she also cleans them off as well. But so that's really nice of her. And that's what Sue says. It would depend on the extent of the restoration. But you can always get parts for it. So if you've got it and you think it's broke, like if it's not sewing, that's one machine that the parts seem to be available for her. So don't get rid of it. So yeah. And if it's really bad where they've got to take it all apart, you might consider, if you wanted color, if you wanted painted, you might want to consider that, because the featherweight shop will do stuff like that. You know, they'll give you a color on it. I just can't justify the color. So that's why I don't have my featherweight a color, because if I would have, I probably would do red. It's my favorite color. But when I went to Missouri Star, I saw like some pastel yellows, and I don't even know what you call a very light lime green colors, baby pink. I was really impressed with me loving the pastel colors, and then the decals popped on those a lot more. That's the only reason I would stop at painting mine's red, is because the red and gold, you barely see the red decals, but the gold shows, but it's not as contrasting to the red. She says she's in New Jersey, and then she says, I have found some in California and Texas, but I don't know, as I'm a baby to quilting. I would go to my quilt shops that repair quilts and ask them if they restore featherweight quilts, because that's how you're gonna know. But we've got here in St. Louis area, we've got Fenton Sewing Back that's been doing, they've been in business. It's a mom and pop shop that's been in business for a long time, and now they've got I think they had all boys, and they kind of run the repair shop. And that's just one local. And then we got another place that does older machines. They even service the Gamos. This is where I actually bought my Gamo from when their store was here. Now they just do sewing machine repair. But yeah, so we got like two that I'm aware of, and then I'm sure if I start asking people, they probably got people that they know do it, because it doesn't take a master's degree to restore the featherweight, because it's a lot of parts, but it's so simplistic and it's going together. But there's even, I've seen lady on YouTube doing a restoration video, whole series on how to take everything apart and put it back together. And some of them even help you know when a part is bad or not, because that's would be my problem, is I wouldn't know unless it was like stripped or rubbed in. Like if it wasn't smooth, I wouldn't know if a part was bad or not if it wasn't obvious to the eye or feel. So yeah. Remo says, I'm like you, $1,200 to get color on the featherweight. So yeah. So Terry has a YouTube channel and restores sewing machines, and I think she's in the Northeast area. That's from Judy. Featherweight shop is a great place. I love to get one of mine painted, but $1,500 plus is out of my price range. Yeah, and you also got to remember you've got to ship that too, so you're probably going to be out of another $50 to $75 shipping it so that it arrives safe. Although I guess if it's going to them, it doesn't matter how it arrives, because they're gonna take it apart to paint it and put it all back together. So it doesn't matter as much shipping it, I guess. But I would still be trying to make sure when I packaged it up that I shipped it so that it was stabilized. She says, you the best online teacher. Thank you. She said, we try to give people help. I mean, I don't know everything about everything. I have a featherweight, but I'm not even really a featherweight user per se. I just do mostly strings and crumb blocks on mine whenever I pull it out. So I just have a featherweight. So I don't consider myself an expert. So I always refer back to my people in the chat. And I do know Sue is a prolific old sewing machine user, and I know if I couldn't find anybody to work on my machines here, I know that Sue probably knows somebody that works on machines, old machines here, because she got so many. But she does, like I say, she's had so many for so long that she kind of tinkers with her own, and then if I'm sure she has a place, if she just can't get it, that she takes it to. So that would be my resources. If my two resources are gone, I'm calling Sue next. So yeah. Sue says she loves her featherweight but prefer the 301s. And that's what Kevin was sewing on today. And that machine, he said he hadn't even ordered, hadn't used it in a while. He had left his featherweight at his mom's house. And that machine was purring like a little kitten. And he said he hadn't even oiled it, but he was going to get it some oil since he was using it. But it was very sweet sounding. So I like the 301 too. I have never sewed on it, but I like it. So Lana says, good evening, Miss T and Teaquilters. Out tonight with family at a surprise birthday party for me, celebrating my 75th birthday. That's December 3rd. They did it tonight because I will be on treatment. Aw, that is so nice, Lana. Happy birthday to you in advance. That is so sweet. So Francis says, I would love a featherweight just for decoration. Right. If I got it painted, I'm telling you, it would be somewhere in here showing. So yeah, my machine's ready for me to put the backing fabric on here, but I'm going to go ahead and trim the top fabric. Take the tape off. So then when I go to trim in the next step, I don't have to do both sides at one time. One side's already done. All right. We'll be using this tape again. And I got to get all these threads I left long hanging in here out of here as well. thread. Uh-oh, my screensaver came on. I don't know what's up with that. I guess they got Joe Carmel working today. We haven't heard from her. She normally be doing her paperwork for the end of her shift. We haven't heard from her in the chat tonight. People giving her happy birthday prayers and shout outs too. So that's really sweet. You all are really nice. Praying for Lana's treatment. I was just talking to somebody at a scrap club. We were talking about stuff, and I was trying to explain, you never know where people are in life. You know, just try to treat people with kindness, because you just never know what's going on behind somebody's facade. You know, you got some people that tell you everything, and some people that are just trying to bear it to get through it, you know. Make sure I get this tape off of there. It's a lot going on in this crazy world. I just got told one of my line dancers, cancer came back. She just got out of surgery. She's doing good so far. So, whoops. Fell apart. Oops, let's cut this long string. All right. I'll put this one over there. Right, backing fabric. Put something light because we got to write on these. So write the year on the back. Now this time it stuck really good. I guess it had to work out the kinks in my nozzle. She says, I would like to thank all of you for your prayers. It's been a journey. That's from Lana. No problem. Prayers are free. Okay, let's take the pink off. Rethread. might need to change the needle on here because when I was using the tape, I see a little bit of glue. I'm wondering if that's what's making the thread break. Let's see if I can get that off. Okay, so we're just going to stitch the back down and then we've got to trim. These scissors up. Putting all my stuff back on my machine. We'll keep these out because I may have to wind more black bobbins if it works. I have to see if it works. Let's see. Guess who Nancy is here? And Jeff Galonia just came in here. Says, hi all, hope everyone is fine and ready for the good holiday. I'm thankful for my extended family of friends. Yes. Jeff has moved to St. Louis and has gotten to be friends with a lot of people in a very short period of time. He's an extrovert. And he's never met a stranger. That's all I can say about Jeff. He has never met a stranger. All right, so now we want to trim these. So I'm going to put my tape over here to reuse it again. It's the first time. I try to use them about 3 times, 4 times, if I can, if they don't cause a ruckus. Now, let's see. Tomorrow we got a quilt show. I was going to say I might come back in here tomorrow, but I don't know what I'm going to do after that because I'll have Jersey all day. I might be asleep the rest of the day. I may not even watch my Sunday programs after I mess around with Jersey. She's going through that stage where she's keeping her last piece of food. She wants to walk around and hold it like she's holding it in reserve. And you let her do it for like 20 minutes, but it's like, okay, you got to go to bed or you got to get in the car, or nobody is allowing food in their car and bed like with a kid just holding on to it. So then you take it from her and boy, she spazzes out. I don't know what, it's only been in the last month that this has been happening. But I don't know what this food reserve is that she's got going on. And it doesn't matter what you give her. It could be a potato chip, a graham cracker, anything, fruit snack, chicken, pizza. It doesn't matter. she's like, she's holding on to it for dear life. So she's not going to be, she might not be super happy tomorrow, I guess is my thing. Because I'll let her hold some stuff. And if she drops it, then you have to take it from her too. And she really gets mad then. Because it's going in the trash. So, I'll have my little Jersey girl tomorrow. I wasn't supposed to watch her until like 2, but I want to go to the quilt show, so I got to get her earlier. So I'll have her all day. I'll be like a child daycare center tomorrow, I guess. Nancy says, how old is she now? She's 23 months, the end of November. Her birthday is the December 31st. She'll be 2 years old. All right, got that all trimmed up. Now we gotta put in the bobbin for the bottom. We're gonna see if this new one works. We know the old one will. See if the new one I wound would work. Because if not, I need to go to Jackman's then and get some more bobbins if this don't work. Put this in. Black threads threaded. Black threads in the bobbin. It's going to zigzag the outer edge now. And let's tell it to start. See if it catches up. See, it's not even wanting to stitch. Let's try it one more time. So I don't know what these bobbins go to if it's not going to stitch here. Let's try it one more time. It broke the thread on top and bottom. Let's try one more time. I don't know. Try again. We'll see how long that lasts. Just gotta try. Are you gonna film the show? I try to, but with Jersey, I don't know how much that's gonna happen. But we'll see what I come up with. See, it broke again. Let's cut this thread. Make sure it cut the bobbin. Yep, it locked up when it did that. It locked up and said, turn the machine off and back on again. Let's see what it does. Ooh. And it just did it on its own, so I need to get this off of here. And I can't even get the foot up. I need to figure out how to get under here to cut the thread. I don't know how I'm going to cut the thread. Shut up. I'm going to cut you off just because you're beeping. This up manually. Take this bobbin out. It stitched like half, 3/4 of the way around before it got stuck. So yeah, this that pretty bobbin. See, this is that bobbin that just wound funny. Look at that. Okay. Okay, I'm going to need a piece of tearaway that I can put underneath. So the foot doesn't get caught in it. And We're gonna have to tape it down and pray. Gonna have to pull off thread. So let's see. Okay, cut it back on. It's always something. When I'm live, I have no issues when I'm here by myself. When I'm live, but you know, I'm trying to see if this is gonna work. I don't think I have enough thread on this thing here, and it's regular thread too. It's not even embroidery thread, so maybe that's what I should have done, was use embroidery thread. I mean regular thread. Okay, just want to see if it was gonna roll out. Okay. This thread, in my opinion, just didn't wind good on this bobbin. It's got like loose spots. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna back this up a step so it can stitch just one single line, and I'm not trying to rip out the zigzag on this top piece. I'm gonna go back to the previous step where it stitched down the back. And we're gonna put this bobbin in, and we'll see if it runs with this bobbin. It looks the same as the one that I have. That's what's confusing. So I'm gonna take those. I don't have time to do it tomorrow because I'll be at the quilt show, so I won't have time to go to Jackman's. But Jackman's might be vending at the show. Okay. It's I want to go to color number 4. No, color number 5. Go +1. I just wanted to stitch down where it tore apart so I can get new stabilizer on it. And I might need a piece on top. I'm not really sure. Let's just get another piece just in case and plop it up here on top, because I don't want it to get caught in the a little hole it created in my stabilizer. Okay. Checking. Oh, I didn't rethread the top. Close. It got caught too. And the bobbin didn't work. I don't know what these bobbins go to. I bought them for this machine, but apparently they're not working. So I'm gonna go. I'm hoping if Jackman's is at the show tomorrow, they probably won't have any of that type of stuff, but I can have them look at it. Maybe they can tell me. Just wanted to Okay, so we got the stabilizer stitched down. Trying to figure out if I want to tear anything off or just leave it. Take that off. It'll come back around here, zigzagging. I just don't know. I don't want to stitch over tape. I don't want to, I can tear away. Tape's going to be hard to get out. So we'll just see what it does and take it off the piece underneath. Right there. And it's not, yep, we got it covered there. I don't think we're going to have enough thread though. I'm trying to figure out what my husband cooking. It smells like pizza. Let me go back and look at this. Nancy said she was thinking that her grandson just turned 2 in September. What time will you be at show? I'm aiming for 10:30. I don't want to, they open at 10 and I'm not wanting to be in line. I just want to walk up and pay. So 10:30. Happy Thanksgiving, Judy. She's signing off. It's almost time for us to get off of here. I remember when my little brother was 2, they always called it the terrible twos. It's more terrifying when they are 3, when they think they know so much. Janice Miller says, have a great evening. Had a great evening with a beautiful group of people. Enjoy the Thanksgiving holiday. So thank you, thank you. Kevin says, good night, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. See you tomorrow, Miss T. Yes, yes. I got to go make sure I set my alarm to get up because I'm not used to being up at those hours. I got to pick up Jersey, too. Talking about you and Miss T is a hoot. Girl, Kevin is something else. Zandra saying good night, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. And Kim saying happy Thanksgiving as well. So, yeah. I was trying to get this thread off of here. Let's see. Yeah, because it's still loose up at the top. When I thought originally that it was the bottom that was the problem, but I see loose threads here at the top. So, while that's stitching, you see how it's stitching now? It don't like either the way this thread is wound or it doesn't like the bobbin. And that's what I've been trying to figure out. And you got to put it in and go through the nightmares to figure it out. I'm going to try this bobbin with some cotton thread and see what happens. I'm going to try it again. I got to know. Let's see what the bobbin looks like. It's like this whole thing is just loose thread. Maybe rayon thread doesn't want to be wound on a bobbin. I have no idea. So we're going to figure this out. Because I got like over 20 bobbins over here. And they look exactly like the bobbin that's in there. But the only difference is that bobbin is cotton thread. I have an external bobbin winder, but I don't know. Of course, it's not going to be charged up or have batteries in it. And I don't know where the power cord is. because I don't want to reuse this thread because I've been pulling on it. But it looked like it's just bad all the way through to the bobbin. So it's just bad. I can quit trying to unwind this. I finally got enough of it off that I can see the other side of the bobbin case. So we may as well just start cutting. Because I don't like using thread if it wound on bad. It's been stretched and pulled to do it again. I don't want to do it again. So we're just going to cut it off. Because I'll be unwinding this single style for a long time. I got other rayon thread on bobbins too, but I don't know if I used it in my Elagio or not. That's the thing, because I used them both. It's close. Oops. Says bobbin thread is almost empty, which means it's empty because it stops about 15 stitches before. So I kind of figured that. And I'm going to take this off. And I'm going to get off of here too at 10 just because all I ate was our potluck at lunch today. And I didn't eat a whole lot because I was messing around with Jersey. So I'm going to get something to eat. Pick up as much of this thread as I can. Every time I go to pick it up, it's like it all comes back apart. Trying to make sure I get them all. This black is hard to see on black top. Put you in there. Oh, let me cut it because it didn't cut. It's just telling me that it's almost empty. And it only had like 1 more inch left or so with this design of zigzag stitching. But it's out of thread. So my patch job worked, so thank goodness for that. Yeah. This is the extra. And I just want to get some black regular thread out so I don't forget when I come back in here. I'm gonna wind that. So a lot of people are giving out their happy Thanksgiving, so thank you all. You all enjoy your holidays. I will come back on Wednesday. I don't think I'm cooking anything. I'm gonna try not to make a cake and see if my sister is making peach cobbler, because I've already donated enough to the family meal. I don't feel like cooking none. Ain't that terrible? I don't. I'm going to see if I can get away without making a cake. So, my brother saying good night, everyone. Stay safe still and have fun. Happy Thanksgiving. And Darcy as well saying happy Thanksgiving. So, we're going to end here with the chat tonight. I appreciate you all. Please come back on Wednesdays. We have just 1 hour live chat. You can also ask questions on Wednesdays chats as well. Let's see. It'll be the day before Thanksgiving. So we'll just be here chatting. I'm not going to promise I'm doing anything, but just maybe somebody that want to chat during that time. Happy Thanksgiving isn't happy for everybody. People are missing loved ones that they normally spend that particular holiday with, and so I just like to still come on as much as I can during my regular schedule during holidays as well. So you all stay blessed, everyone. Be safe and quilt out. See you Wednesday.